It's time for Community Matters on Y101. Today's show is brought to you by these great sponsors: Appling Healthcare in Baxley, Vidalia Federal in Vidalia and Lyons, Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde, and by Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton. Now let's talk about what's happening in our community with your host, Tony Doc Wardlaw.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc, and we're here on another beautiful Wednesday morning. Thank God. It seems like every Wednesday, Dave, it's just been really beautiful, and we give God praise for that. Thank you for traveling with us on this morning, on this edition of Community Matters. As you hear me say all the time, our community matters, and we just welcome you to the show this morning. We have a very exciting person in our studio this morning, the one and the only, the illustrious, the beautiful Miss Senecca Underwood. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for the great introduction.
Well, you know, that's the treatment you get on Community Matters. And we're just excited to have you with us this morning. You've got a lot of great things happening, and you're one of those heroes behind the scenes. In fact, we want to let everybody know the things that you're doing. And you are an adult education instructor here in Toombs County.
Correct, yes. I'm an adult education instructor at Vidalia Adult Education Center over on 100A Brinson Road.
Okay, all right. And so you've been there now for almost 5 years.
Yes, sir, that's right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so in your capacity, can you just kind of explain to our listeners that which you do?
Oh, okay. Well, we offer free GED classes, which is your high school equivalency. Mm-hmm. And we also offer ESL classes. If you come to us, all you need to do is bring your driver's license or an ID card, and you can go ahead and get enrolled with us and start working towards your GED, your high school equivalency. So, and it doesn't really matter what grade you dropped out in. Mm-hmm. You know, you can change that, and it's a free service to the community. So,
oh, wow.
It's a wonderful program, and I really believe in it. I'm super passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
We also offer ESL classes if you'd like to learn English, and we offer.
Well, let's talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
You talk about the adult education courses, and they are free courses, right?
Yes.
Free. Mm-hmm. It's free to the community.
Free to the community.
Now, do you have to live in Toombs County?
No, not necessarily. It's just that you probably would want to go to a center that's closest to you. So we have centers in Swainsboro and the surrounding counties that, you know, as far as like Reedsville.
So if a person was to come to your location and on Brinson Road, you could direct them to a center that's closest to where they live.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, how old does one have to be in order to enroll in your program?
16.
Okay, so it begins at 16 years old, and it goes up to how old?
There's no age. There's no age cutoff. There's different goals for people when they enroll in our center. Some are, trying to get their GED, and like I said, some are trying to improve their language skills, and it just varies how long people are with us as far as, their motivation. If you enroll with us and you're super motivated, and you can move through the program quickly. And we're something interesting about us is that we're constantly enrolling.
Okay.
So it's not like you just have to enroll, one part of the year and then go through a whole long drawn out program. It can be, I tailor it towards, we work together to make it fit you or fit the person.
So when you say you're enrolling all through the year, does that mean that You can just walk in on any given day?
Basically, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you don't have like a start date for like entry
No.
sign-ups or admissions? It's just...
Well, we try to keep it to, we keep it at one day per week, of
Oh, okay.
course, but it is ongoing.
Okay.
I think that serves the community better
Mhm.
and also the needs of our students because, like I said, people can move through it.
Mhm.
Like, for example, some people that come can be done, with testing and things within a week. Because
Wow.
because it's very interesting. When you first come, one of the things you'll do is take a pretest, and the pretest is in reading and math.
Mhm.
And depending on that diagnostic test, you will either show that you're GED ready, and then you can just start in testing, basically with maybe a little bit of review.
Okay.
Or you might need to spend some time with us and fill in a lot of those gaps that you may be missing in order to pass that test.
Oh, wow. Excellent. You said that the sign-up is once a week, one day a week normally. Is there a specific day? What day would that be?
Thursdays, yeah. If you
Okay.
could come see us on Thursdays at 1 p.m.,
Mhm.
that would be excellent. But, however, sometimes with people's work schedules and things like that, it's a case-to-case basis. I'm very flexible because
Okay.
I want people to enroll and I want to help people. So, really try to meet people where they are and get them to where they want to go because I understand that the GED can bar you from, without having that high school diploma or your GED. It's kind of like the first step. You've got to do that before you can go on to college, and that's our main goal for people is that once they get their GED, their high school equivalency, that they go on to college. There are so many programs available at Southeastern Technical College.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very exciting. There's a lot of money to be made once you get past the
Once you get past the
once you
GED
get
stage.
past that. It's a really exciting time. It really is. Yeah.
So it's truly the high school graduation equivalency. The GED, it has no less value than a high school diploma?
No, I think that there has been some stigma maybe, but I
Okay.
think we need to let that go because I always talk to my students. I said, I know that you may have some misgivings, or you feel bad about maybe not graduating high school, but once you get your GED, no one is going to be looking back. Once you get your next degree and the degree after that one, or you get your dream job, they're not going to be looking at that piece of paper. They're going to be looking at your life now. So this is just a door you need to go through, and I'm here to assist you to in doing that in a timely manner.
It sounds like a second chance.
For sure. Yeah,
Wow.
I agree. Yeah, very
And-
exciting.
And about how many participants or students do you currently have?
We have around 80 right now, and that it varies, because people are always graduating and going on and enrolling, so it's very fluid, and I love that about it. Adult education, it's always a new day, always a new story, always a new pathway that you've got
Wow.
to create for the people that come. It's very it's exciting. Yeah.
So let's talk about the demographics of those persons. I mean, how old is your youngest student?
Only 16.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then how senior is your most? Gotta be
we have
careful. You don't want to.
up to around 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, there's different goals when you come to our center, and some people are just looking to increase, their knowledge of certain subjects and things like that. So.
And then there's some people who are just trying to cross off their bucket list.
Yes. It is offers self-esteem, building opportunities, and knowledge, growth in your knowledge of whatever, and, kind of, and figuring things out too. We help everybody to figure out what they want to do next. So it's a place where you see people grow quickly in all areas.
So you can use this, the GED, the high school equivalency. You can use that to enter into a traditional 4-year institution as well.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. I don't know about here in Georgia as much, but normally you should be able to use that. I know you can use it at STC, so I'm not really sure about the universities, but I believe so. I wouldn't see any problems with that.
And what about, you talked about the ESL. Can you tell us what that is and what it stands for?
English as a second language.
Okay.
And we also, or I actually teach, people that would like to learn English, that speak other languages. I've had students that speak primarily Russian.
Okay.
And that's really exciting to help them build their English language skills. Yeah. And different countries, a lot of people that are their first language is Spanish, and just helping them build those language skills as far as reading and writing, listening and speaking.
Wow.
That's also a passion of mine, is language and language acquisition.
How many languages do you speak?
Just 2.
Okay,
Spanish and
just
English.
2. Most.
I'd like to speak more. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm working on speaking more. That's really is my passion as well, is language and culture.
All right.
Sure. So.
And so have you traveled abroad?
Yes, I've been to Guatemala and Spain. A lot of time in Mexico.
Okay.
I've been through Germany, and it is my goal to travel more.
All right. So you bring all of that to the table as the instructor. Now, are there other instructors?
Yes, we have another part-time instructor at our center, and then we have, of course, our data clerk and our integrated education training teacher as well, and she will be teaching the forklift class that we have coming up on Monday.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So with the GED courses, this is like a second chance. If you have persons, if you know persons who have not completed their high school, for whatever reason, they weren't able to complete. Things got tough. Things got hard. They dropped out. We have a program here in town. The location, again, is 100 Brinson Road. And you can go there and you can pick up the pieces and start over again.
I love that. Yeah, that's really good.
I'm a good listener.
You're a very good listener.
So you can pick up the pieces. We can start over again, and it can help you to build or establish a foundation for your future.
Yeah.
And this is through the Southeastern Technical College.
That's right.
And you said TSG?
TCSG, Technical College System of Georgia.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to come back. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, you've got some other programs going on that are beneficial to persons as well. And we want to talk about that. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after these messages with the wonderful Miss Senecca Underwood right after this.
At Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde, we're here to serve our community by providing all your transport needs. We offer non-emergent, non-medical transport by stretchers, wheelchairs, and ambulatory vehicles. We can transport to medical offices, dental facilities, vision, pharmacies, family events, and now we can transport your pets to the vet. We offer private pay, so for a ride above the rest, call Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde at 912-594-1812.
Work smarter, not harder. Here at Vidalia Federal, we are all about that phrase as we strive to make your life easier. No more drowning in paperwork or being interrogated over the idea of buying a house. Getting a home loan should be an enjoyable, simple process, not a daunting task. This is Julia McKenzie with Vidalia Federal Savings Bank, and I am here to make the mortgage process easy and simple. Come see me at the Vidalia branch on Jackson Street to talk about your next home purchase or refinance. I look forward to serving you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The picture of health, the picture of health.
Would you like to improve your energy? How about getting better sleep? It can start with a simple test. Find out how you can start feeling better with bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Schedule an appointment with Matt Hodges, family nurse practitioner, Appling Healthcare certified biotech provider. The biotech method of pellet therapy can improve your energy, sleep, weight, and libido. Call 912-367-4122 and start feeling better today.
The temperature isn't the only thing rising. With gas prices, groceries, and just the cost of living in general, now more than ever, we have to be smart with every decision we make. This is Anthony J. with Todd Patchett Housing Center in Claxton, Georgia, and we want you to know that when buying your first or next home, we want to be your smart decision. All homes aren't built the same, insulated the same, or set up the same. All of these matter for the life of your home and for your monthly power bill. Here at Todd Patchett Housing Center, these are our main priorities. Come see us today, Todd Patchett Housing Center, your certain choice in uncertain times.
Welcome back to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc, Tony Wardlaw, and we're here, and we've been talking about the GED courses and the high school equivalency program and exams, and we're here with the one and the only Miss Senecca Underwood, who is an adult education instructor and has been here in Toombs County for 5 years. One of our unsung heroes.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for that introduction.
Well,
Way
I say
too kind.
Well, I say that because there are those persons who have kind of fallen, and maybe somebody's listening this morning, and maybe you know someone who is trying to figure out, how do I pick myself up again? You know, I've dropped out of school. Maybe they're past the age to return to traditional high school.
That's right.
And they're looking for an option, a way out, and maybe pick up the pieces. And we have that here in our community through the adult education program.
That's right. Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is. We appreciate you and the rest of the team who are helping to curtail the illiteracy in our area, and helping people to have another chance.
Yes, I so much agree. This is just tied to our whole community. Because if we can lift up those people that are needing to increase their economic part of their life, then definitely it's only helping our community. Yeah.
Okay. And the adult education courses, let's talk about how flexible the program is. So you offer a variety of times for persons to be able to take advantage of these programs.
Definitely. I really try to work around schedules and try to meet people where they are, so that we can accomplish this goal, so that they can better themselves, and so that they can be a wonderful example for their children, and also just achieve their dreams. So we offer the classes in the morning, and we're just super flexible. We have afternoon classes. We have an excellent teacher that teaches in the afternoon, and we offer tutoring classes. There's just a lot of different ways, and it's a case by case. We just kind of are very super flexible. I also teach online classes through Blackboard. If someone cannot make it to the center.
Oh wow!
And
so you have the virtual option as well.
Yes, we do.
Now, is that live virtual, or is that a program where they log into and watch videos? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a combination. So we've got online learning modules that are self-paced for those people that, again, can't make it to a certain class time. But then we do have online virtual live classes with me,
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah.
So this, I mean, it's truly flexible. You don't have an excuse.
And it's free. Did I say that?
And, oh, yeah, you did say that. It's free.
It's free.
I mean, all you got to do is
You have to come.
you just come and you sign up, and you're in the program. And what are the start times? If one wanted to come to the center, what time do you open the doors?
Well, I start my class at 8:30. We
Okay.
open the doors at about 8, and class starts at 8:30, and then after lunch, of course, around 1. But, you know, we tailor it. Maybe some people can't get there till 2:30 because they don't get off work. And that
Absolutely.
is just fine, you know, because there's a lot of individual work there.
Okay, that's
We're
what I
not
was
going to,
gonna
it's
ask.
not just, it's not just one size program.
Right.
It's
So
tailored to you.
you get your programs tailor-made to fit.
Exactly.
And so if I'm stuck on math, then I get some special treatment to help me get past.
That's right, and that's my favorite subject to teach.
Okay.
It is my passion as much as language and culture is to help people to get, because many people that come to our center, they have struggled in school with math, and it has become something that causes them great anxiety. And so my first goal is to help them to lower that affective filter
Wow.
as far as learning. Math is just like learning another language.
Wow.
And so there's a whole, I mean, I could speak on that subject for a long time.
Yeah,
And
I can tell you're pretty passionate about it. Now, we've got a special program for those persons who need an immediate job, all right? And you're offering now, through the adult education program, the ability for people to get their forklift certification.
Yes, and what a great opportunity. We have a 2-week class, and it's only 2 hours a day, and you walk out of that 2 weeks with your forklift certification.
Wow.
And that is going to help you to not just get an entry-level job, you know, so you're going to be making more money. And it's just 2 weeks, and it is also free for our students, so.
There's that word again, free.
Free.
That's right. Wow. So it's just showing up. You said 4 days a week, right? And the times again?
4 to 6 p.m.
From 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
2 hours a
And
day.
it is at your location,
It is at our location on 100A Brinson Road in Vidalia.
and that is the Economic Development Center.
Correct.
And you come there from 4 to 6, 4 days a week. And after 2 weeks, is there an exam or something?
Yes. You would go ahead and actually drive the forklift
Oh.
on a Friday and make sure that you can do everything that you've studied. You know.
And then from there, you can take your certificate and you can go out and say, hey, look, I have this,
Correct.
and perhaps walk right into a job.
Yes. And that just made me think we also offer computer literacy classes too, and we also issue the certificates for that as well.
Oh, wow.
Those are also free. So that's really wonderful to add to your resume.
See, wow, this is excellent. And all of that is through the adult education program.
We also offer kind of like a wraparound service where once you do get your GED with us, we help you to go ahead and go over and get enrolled in college and just support you, you know, with that transition. Yeah.
So you have like an aftercare or a
Yeah.
follow-up
Yes.
program.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And so with the forklift classes, people don't realize that we have a lot of industry here in the area that requires forklift certification.
Exactly. Definitely.
Mhm.
And yes, there's a lot of need for a lot of the program, you know, as far as the employment fields, a lot of the programs at STC, they're very employable. So if they can just get their GED and go over to STC and enroll in a quick program and just, a lot of times they are employed before they, our students are employed in the field that they choose even before they graduate.
Wow.
So it's really exciting. It's something wonderful to be part of.
Now, do you teach the forklift classes?
No, sir.
I just had to ask. I mean, you're doing the math, you're doing the ESL. I mean, you're doing tutoring. I'm like, okay, does she teach the forklift classes also? All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Senecca. Thank you for all you do and for all of the team there at the Adult Literacy Program, the Adult Education Program. If you're 16 and up and you have not gotten your high school diploma, we have a program here in our county. If you go there and just visit, and they can direct you if that center doesn't work for you and you need a location within our area, listening area, they can direct you to where you need to be.
That's right.
And so you can hear the passion through Ms. Senecca's voice, and it is sincere and it is legitimate. We've talked about this, and I'm glad you came to the program. I wanted everybody to know about these services, and we appreciate, again, all that you do.
My goodness, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate that. I really do.
Well, excellent. If you want to hear more about these services, all you have to do is go to our website. That's tcbbroadcasting.com, tcbbroadcasting.com, and you can listen to this interview all over again, and it gives you all of the directions that you need. We want to thank Ms. Dorothy Davis for making that possible, and also we always thank the illustrious, the one and the only producer, Dave Allen. We appreciate you, and thank you for listening on this morning and being with us on this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc. Come back again on next week, and we will see what we have in store for our listening community. Take care and do all you can to make our community a better place in which to live. Thank you again. Have a good day.
You've been listening to Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting. Today's show was brought to you by Todd Padgett Housing Center in Claxton, Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde, Vidalia Federal in Vidalia and Lyons, and by Appling Healthcare in Baxley. Tune in next week at 8:15 during Y101's live morning show for another special guest. We'll talk about what's happening right here in our hometown. Community Matters is a service of TCB Broadcasting on Country Legends Y101.